Hello, Internetians. My name is Josh, aka Ultra Player. Words are hard, and so is English. Coach here in New York, Metagross, bringing you an update on the UAPB. I did say that I'd be looking into some free agency. Great. I did say I'd be looking into some free agencies for the UAPB to fix some of the problems I have with the team, and those have officially gone through for week 2. So I'm going to make this little update video talking about the transaction, talking about why I made them, talking about how I feel about the team overall now. So, get into it. So, the mons that I dropped, let me think about what I dropped for a second. I dropped Chandelure, Sawsbuck, Heliolisk, and Durant. It was just happened to be the mons that I needed to drop. Sneasel almost got dropped. I almost switched out maybe Gastrodon. We talked about Hydreigon, even though I can't switch out Hydreigon because I love it. I tried switching out Mega Medicham, but I'm not allowed to. I have to keep the Mega I'm stuck with. So, there's that. So, let's talk about the first one. In exchange for Sawsbuck, we have Vikavolt now. I'm losing Heliolisk anyway. Well, I decided after that I'm losing Heliolisk, so I still wanted something that can Volt Switch. And this also, I believe, gets U-Turn. It does not. Well, it still gets Volt Switch. And this is a very strong wall breaker, even though it's really slow. 145 base special attack is really, really nice, and does a lot of damage to some things you wouldn't expect. And it even has some coverage to help mitigate stuff like Dark types coming in, or Ground types coming in, Ground types coming in, like Energy Ball, and it has great coverage moves and stuff like Flash Cannon, Air Slash. I can run Agility, Life Orb. I can run Specs. I can run a whole bunch of stuff. I can even run, it has Roost, so it can run a bulky set if it really needs to, as Thunder Wave. But it still helps me keep that Volt Switch, kind of team, or Volt Turn kind of team I was wanting to keep. Especially with hard hitters like Magearna, Medicham, Hydreigon, and Nihilego. Volt Turn's really nice for this team. So, Vikavolt, it's a Tier 5, and it's a very, 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 very good Tier 5. There's a whole bunch of things we tossed up about for Tier 5s. We thought about Golbat, which would have been really nice, and almost made it on the team. But there was a different one that I saw that I really wanted to use. So, in exchange for Chandelure, we picked up Chestnut. I'm losing my Grass type in Sawsbuck, so I needed a new Grass type. Chestnut also gives me some good bulk, which I was lacking. I had some bulk, but I really need more bulk on this team. Vikavolt has some decent natural bulk, and since it's so slow, you usually don't invest a lot into it. So you invest a lot into HP, which is also really nice. Chestnut also gives me more hazards, which I was lacking. Gives me some spikes. Gives me just a very good grass type. I haven't used Chestnut in League format before, but it's very physically defensive, which is nice, which is going to help take some of the pressure off the Donphan. We have one more that'll take the pressure off the Donphan, which you'll see. But it can also run an offensive set, so it gives me some variety, which I really like Sub-Belly Drum, just Choice Band, Home Claws, Bulk Up, all numbers of things. Has very good coverage, has Reflect, has Spiky Shield, has reliable recovery and synthesis, has Taunt, which can be a great stall breaker, etc., etc. So there's that. Also gets Bulletproof, so it can take on stuff like Sludge Bomb, Aura Sphere. There's a whole list of stuff. Many things. So that's really nice. It has decent SPDEF, but kind of poor, to be honest. So it's weak to stuff like HP Flying. And you'll see that I have a lot of 4x weaknesses on this team afterwards, which makes me kind of uncomfortable. But I'm using Scizor pretty well, I feel like, and I feel I'm just gonna have to deal with it. I can't keep drafting the same mons over and over, so I gotta get used to some 4x weaknesses sometimes. I forgot to mention this is going to be named Yumi, and these are always gonna be female. And that is because the little hooks and the back remind me of Yumi's fan from Code Lyoko. And this is going to be named Koopa. Because standard. What else I pick up? God, I don't know what that I just did, but whatever. Okay. So, we lost our fire type, so we need a new fire type. And I tossed this around for so long. But ultimately, I was like, wait. Because we were talking about, I need a burb. And we tossed around a lot of burbs. And we tossed a lot of fire types. And, it was going back and forth. And we thought about Alolan Marowak, but then we couldn't figure out that I didn't have enough points for that. So we kept going back and forth. And eventually, I was just, looking at Moltres. I was like, I'm going to do it. This is War Paint. Put on your war paint. Little Fall Out Boy reference there. This is really good. Decent bulk, just like decent stats all around. The only reason Moltres is not so good is just because of that 4x weakness to rock. Okay speed, decent bulk, very high special attack. Hurricane, fire type moves. Solar Beam and HP Grass for coverage. You got stuff like Ancient Power. This actually has defog, which is kind of cool. Has some coverage moves in like Extra Sentry here and there. Has Flame Charge and even gets agility, so it can be a late game sweeper if it's really has the matchup. It has Morning Sun, so you don't have to rely on Roost all the time in case you're trying to take on ground types that don't have access to a rock type move, which they probably will. Another screener, which I don't run screens a lot, but you never know I always could. And this still gives you access to U-turn, so that's what I was really liking about it. I get Will-O-Wisp, I get Tailwind, I get all kinds of stuff. I believe you get Solar Beam. You do. Okay. So that's nice. That's nice. That's very nice. I don't know what else you get. Ominous Wind. The tech. Many, many things. But again, Volt Turn, which is really nice. Very good fire type. Can wall a lot of like steel types, other fire types that don't have the correct coverage for it. Can just take certain hits. It's a good fairy check, which the team's some kind of not really fairy weak. It has some fairy weaknesses. It has 1, 2, 3, I believe. 4. I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, looks like 4. So Firemon that we dropped. We dropped Standard Lure. We dropped Sawsbuck, we dropped Heliolisk, and we dropped Durant, and we picked up Gligar. Now, I know this gives me a third ground type, so I'm breaking a lot of traditions that I typically run in League format. Try not to do a bunch of double typings unless it's offensive. Don't run 4 times weaknesses, which we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of. But some of those are offensive mons, and then I can still work around the dual weaknesses. I mean, my opponents will never know which hidden power to run now, so that's always good. Do you want to run Fairy? Oh, you can't run Fairy. You got Fairy for Hydreigon. Do you want to run Grass for Gastrodon? Do you want to run Ice for Gligar? Do you want to run Flying for Chestnut? Rock for Moltres? Ground for Nihilego? Or Fighting for Sneasel? So, that's always good. Gotta be very careful around that, but still, I really like how the team looks now. Gligar gives me another Stealth Rocker, so that takes off some of the pressure from Donphan, and it even takes off some of the pressure from Donphan from having to run physically defensive sets, so I can be more versatile with Donphan because I really like offensive Donphan sets, just because Donphan has so much coverage. Also gives me a Defogger, and it gives me another Volt Turner, and this team has become super Volt Turn into big threats. Magearna has Volt U-turn or Volt Switch, Hydreigon U-turn, Gligar U-turn, Vikavolt Volt Switch, Mega Medicham Baton Pass, Moltres U-turn. So that's 6. 6 Volt Turners, and big threats like Mega Medicham, which just love getting in for free, and just clicking buttons and hitting hard. So that's very, very nice. So those are the my new updates. I just want to make a quick short video. I think this is going to be very short. It's not even 10 minutes long. So that's that. So that's my UAPB transactions. There may be more. There may be more trades. I don't really know. We'll see how the season works. We'll see how this team works now. So there's that. So I will see you Saturday for our team builder. And then I will see you... I'm trying to buy time. Then I will see you Sunday for our battle against the Houston Reggie Rockets and Coach Rise Noctowl, I believe. So, hope you guys enjoy your day. Peace.